What's up, you guys? Mitko here, and today what I want to do is I want to give you guys a tour of the Airbnb that Sarah and I have been staying here in Puerto Vallarta for the last 5 weeks. So let's go ahead and I'll give you a little tour. Alright, you guys, so this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. And we're here in the center of the Zona Romantica district, which is one of the more, I'd say, expat-friendly neighborhoods of Puerto Vallarta. We are about a 5-minute walk to the beach from our front door, which has been really great for Sarah and I when we want to go down to the beach or we want to just take a little stroll in the afternoon or something like that. We're really close to all the bars and restaurants here in this district, and we also have an OXXO right around the corner. Which is kind of like a convenience store, like a 7-Eleven type of place, which is very popular here in Mexico and has lots of groceries and stuff like that. The other really nice thing about this complex is that there's a bunch of different apartment buildings, and we're here on an apartment building that's kind of on the edge of this complex. From what we've noticed from a lot of the people that are staying here, it's a lot of snowbirds that are either Canadian or American that come down here for the winter, which means that it's really quiet here. So I think we might be the youngest people staying in this place, which is a little bit different for us, but it's really nice because it has been really quiet. And also, this complex has a very large pool. It's actually one of the, we were told, one of the larger pools in Puerto Vallarta, which has been really nice for hanging out with drinks or even doing laps. But with that, let me give you guys a tour of the living room. So over here we have a TV on the wall, which has been really nice for watching movies, and one of the things that Sarah and I have been really excited about in this place has actually been this couch. So even though this might sound a little bit like first world or something like that, it's really nice to have a really comfortable couch when you're staying in an Airbnb for a prolonged amount of time, because you don't always want to be hanging out on chairs or a table or in your bed or something like that. So a comfortable couch is something that we haven't had for a while in an Airbnb, and we were really excited to use. So it's been really nice to hang out here, watch movies, catch up on Netflix, that kind of stuff as we've been relaxing on the weekends or something like that. Over here, we have these glass sliding doors. So these have been one of my favorite parts of the Airbnb, because what you can do is so you can essentially open up the doors just like this, and you get a lot of nice indoor-outdoor living. And we basically keep these open all day, all the time. We've just been keeping them closed for the last couple of days because there have been some forest fires outside of Puerto Vallarta, and it's been a little smoky in this area. So we're trying to keep, you know, any kind of smoky smells out or anything like that. We have a nice table out here. There is no formal dining table here in this Airbnb, so this is kind of where we've been eating a lot of dinners or on the coffee table, and we've been using it as an excuse to watch movies while we eat. So, all right, now let me show you guys the kitchen. So over here we have this countertop. I've actually been using this quite a bit for doing work or recording podcasts or videos. I've been standing here and setting up the camera over here, so if you've watched any of the other videos that I've been publishing recently, this might look like a familiar sight. So this has been nice. I don't love this tile countertop. It kind of makes it easy for some like little crumbs and stuff like that to get stuck in there. But other than that, it's been really great. We haven't really used these chairs that much. They're not that comfortable, so we've kind of just been like leaving them here because they do look nice. But this is the kitchen. It's a fully outfitted kitchen, which is really nice. We have a coffee maker, toaster. We do have a gas stove and oven, which has been really nice. We have a full fridge, and since I'm the person that's always doing the dishes, it's been nice to have the double sinks here, which makes doing the dishes really easy, since you know, there are no dishwashers, or at least dishwashers are very, very rare outside of the United States. Over here in the pantry, we have a microwave, and then as you can see, we have a bunch of other dishes and stuff like that, along with some of our snacks and food that we've stored in there as well. On the other side of the kitchen, we do have a washer and dryer combo, which has been really, really great. It's nice to have a washer in your Airbnb, especially if you're staying long-term in that Airbnb and you don't need to go out and look for laundry machines and stuff like that. So that's been really nice. All right, now let me give you guys a tour of the bedrooms and the bathroom. So we do have some of these iron doors here, although they're really cool, but we haven't really used them, obviously. So over here, directly through the walkway, we do have the one bathroom that's in here. So we do have a full shower, no tub, which is fine by me because I don't enjoy tubs. But we do have a shower, toilet, everything over here. Lots of storage under the sink, which is really nice. And the one odd thing that we have noticed about this bathroom is this window up here. So you do have an open window to the rest of the living space from this, which is a little bit odd, and it's not really my favorite thing. And then also you do have on both sides of the bathroom, you have these windows which help bring in light in here, but what we've noticed is that if anybody needs to get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and you turn on the lights in here, the light also shines into the bedrooms. So that's a little bit odd. All right, through here, this is what we call our office. So we have a bunch of our tech stuff over here. We have the drone, the GoPro over here, all of our stuff we've thrown into that corner. There's one bed over here in the corner. And then this is so cool. There's bunk beds up top. And this is really nice old wood. I love kind of the aesthetic that this has, and it's a really great way to essentially fit more people in here. So this Airbnb, I think, would work really well for 2 families and maybe some small kids or something like that. And I actually haven't been up there yet, but I feel like it looks very cozy because of the slanted ceilings up there. Over here, this has been our kind of desk this entire time, our office. Even though I don't like a glass desk like this has, because it makes it more difficult for having your mouse and that kind of stuff, this has been really nice for us to work because, as you've noticed from the rest of the Airbnb, there really isn't anywhere else that's really great for working. And so that's why we decided to get a second bedroom when we came here to PV, because we wanted a place where we could work outside of the kitchen and the coffee table and that kind of stuff. So, all right guys, that's it for the quote-unquote office of this Airbnb. Now let me take you guys to the main bedroom. Alright, so this is the main bedroom of the Airbnb. This is where Sarah and I have been sleeping. The bed is quite comfortable. It's a, I'd say like a full or like a queen. I'm not quite sure what the size is, but it's been perfectly fine. It's been really nice and comfortable. We have a smart AC in this room, which is really nice because it can keep the temperature the same in the room instead of just blowing in really cold air the whole time. So it's constantly checking the temperature and adjusting to make sure that it stays at a comfortable level. Over here we do have 2 nightstands and this kind of odd thing on the side, which I wasn't a fan of at first, but it is pretty handy for keeping some things on the side, and it makes use of the small space really, really well. Alright, so over here in the corner we have this dresser, which has been nice for keeping our clothes organized. And a surprise to Sarah and I is that actually in here we have another TV. Now, Sarah and I don't like to have a TV in the bedroom very often because we kind of get into this thing where we go to bed and then we end up watching TV, which isn't necessarily good for your sleep. But I must say this has been really nice to have in here because there is no AC in the living room. So the last couple of weeks it has started getting warmer here in Puerto Vallarta, and it's been getting a little bit more difficult to stay out there without the AC. And so it's been nice on a few of the hot nights to be able to come in here, turn the AC on, and watch a little bit of TV. That has been a really nice kind of thing to have. Over here on the sides, we again have these doors that open up just like in the living room, but they're much smaller. We haven't really messed with those that much. You can't open up just these windows. It's been nice to let in some air from time to time, but for the most part, we've been keeping them closed. We have dressers over here as well where you can hang clothes. I won't really open them, they're a mess, but it's good to have some place to hang up clothes. Alright you guys, that's the full tour of the Airbnb that Sarah and I have been staying in here in Puerto Vallarta. We found it for, I think it was about $2,000 a month when we looked at it on Airbnb, but we were able to bring the price down to $1,000 a month. And because we stayed an extra week, In total, we end up paying $1,300 for 5 weeks. So if you're interested, that is a big tip that we have for Airbnbs, is don't take the price that's listed on Airbnb as the law. You can reach out to the owner and suggest a new price or ask them for a discount in addition to the monthly discount. So that's how we were able to bring this down to $1,300 for 5 weeks. So if you are interested in coming down here to PV, I do recommend this area. The Zona Romantica district is a very nice place to be. There's lots of food, restaurant activities, and I will say, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, that this is the more expat-friendly area of Puerto Vallarta. A lot of the buildings are very sort of Western looking as opposed to the more classic Mexican look. So if you are looking for that classic Mexican look, perhaps don't come to this area of Puerto Vallarta. The 5th, the Diciembre area, and the Centro areas do have a lot more classic Mexican architecture as opposed to here in the Zona Romantica. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this Airbnb tour, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you're interested in seeing more of these and a lot of other digital nomad content.